Hi there, it's Thursday the 20th of June and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm Mel from inkspiredcrafts.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Just going to do a bit of live crafting using one of the new products called Frames Flowers. It's on page 29 of the catalogue, if you've got the catalogue. Really pretty pretty colours. I'm just trying to, doesn't say in the catalogue, I don't think, all of the colours. There's a number of shades of green. Let's have a look. Garden green, granny apple green, lost lagoon, old olive, pretty peacock, shaded spruce and soft sea foam. And then you've got some a petal pink and a pumpkin pie and early espresso mixed in, so it's very leafy and flowery, but they're going to be great for scrapbooking as well. You've got some sheets of pattern paper that are double-sided, and then you've got 3 sheets that are pre-cut, so die-cut images. Some of them have got spaces that you can stamp into. Some of them you can stick bits together, build it up, so it's really pretty. But I thought I'd have a little play with this today and show you what it's all about. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll have a look at this. Just bear with me. Try not to do it so that anybody feels seasick. Okay, so this is the product here. As you can see, it's lots of pieces. These are the actual 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and then these are bigger images. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 6 images, and you've got a strip down here, and then these are all cutouts, and like this one here and this one, and so I'm trying to point to it in the camera and I can't see it. This one here, they're all ones that you can stamp directly onto. So I've see, these are the real things, so a bit bigger for you to see. These measure 5 inches. The cutout bits 5 inches by 3 3/4, and see, some of them are full pieces. This bit here actually comes out, though you could leave it in and stamp on there. Again, the same there and there. Okay, I'm going to pop these ones up just for a moment, and you'll be able to see the different patterns. So this one's beautiful, pretty peacock. Okay, so that's sort of, it is it's not all one colour, there is sort of gradients within it, and trying to get those off before I do anything else. Pop those out the way. Okay, so I've got some white card blanks and some bits of white card to start with. These are, some of them have come out where I've been playing with it and trying to get see what I wanted and moving it around. So yeah, they do come out really easy, and they're nice clear images, so they literally do just pop out. So that's one of the images that you can use. Lots of nice wreathy bits. These individual flowers will fit on. There's some stems. Oops. See, so there's some stems there, and you can put the flowers on. And then the other page, you can see they get stuck together quite easily. But the other page has got some slightly different ones, some corner pieces. That's come off of the other sheet. Some nice leaves. Okay, so there's lots there to choose from, and this is a really good way of, for some quick cards, which I'm just gonna show you some really. Okay, so as you can see, I've already cut a few pieces of the paper up, so I'm going to use this side, and this is for a normal card base of 8 inches by 5 3/4, scored in the middle at 4. Excuse me. Okay, and then this sorry, I seem to have a frog in my throat. Just bear with me one moment while I have a quick drink. Sorry, hopefully it's gone. Okay, so this piece is cut at 3 3/4 inch by 5.5, and it's quite simply going to go on the white layer. With the usual 1/8 of an inch border. Okay, now this is what I'm going to put on there, and I'm going to stamp on here first of all. So for this one, I'm going to use this Happy Birthday stamp. This is the Sweetly Scripted. It's an online special, and I love it. It's a really great stamp set to have. Okay, and I'm using Pretty Peacock, which matches this. Just move these out the way so I don't get ink on them. Okay. So I'm just going to try and line it roughly centre and straight. Not too bad. Okay. And this is going to go on there. I am going to put it on some dimensionals. Let's just close the ink up for a moment. Now, using up all the edging pieces off of this to get rid of this pack. Don't ever throw these bits away, because there's a lot there. Might as well just finish cutting them, haven't I? So I'll turn that over. The ink dries really quite quickly, so you've got no worries on it smudging onto the paper. those off. Make sure I put it up the right way and as straight as possible. And then I'm just going to find some of these green ones here. They're in Pretty Peacock. They're the Adhesive-backed Sequin Trio. And find my take your pick tool. Just going to dot a few of those around. And there's a very quick but pretty card. So they are really, really super easy to make some cards with these. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, I've just got a couple of little 3x3, so it's 3" by 3" cards that I've cut. So I thought I would just using some of the smaller ones and some of this beautiful pumpkin pie coloured. I'm going to stick these on. Again, so the DSP is cut 1/4 inch smaller, so it's 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And then these are two of the smaller die cuts, and I think, you know, by just putting one of these simply on, I'm going to raise it up a bit on some dimensionals, but you know, you could leave that, you could make a little set of like little note cards, or it could just be as a little tagged little gift sort of card. It doesn't necessarily need anything adding to it, any sentiments or anything. You could just, you know, have a nice little card to write, you know, write a note in and stick it with a gift. This one, again, these are you know, these would be good if you're into scrapbooking and you've got some flowers, you know, some pretty flowers that you want to make a page of, or if you visit, I don't know, if you visit something like National Trust Gardens or something like that, they tend to have lots of flowers and trees. Okay, so you could make a set quite easily. I might put a bit of sparkle on those, but you could make a set quite easily out of these little bits, and maybe even gift them as a little present to somebody. Now I've also got, I don't know whether I'm going to use these yet, I have got some plain white as well, but this is the ephemera pack of Saying Something, so it's all of the die cut sentiments, and yeah, they've got quite a few in here. I mean, they've got some, obviously they've got black ones, but they've got some that would go with these in the greens and the orangey colour. So they've got, you get 2 sheets of the small ones, which are going to be probably the better ones, but you do have bigger ones, and you can colour. There's quite a few here. You can colour a hello, a thanks. So if you wanted to put those bigger ones on, you could. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put one of these. This just says, thank you for being my lifelong friend. And all it needs to do is, again, just using a couple of bits of dimensional, you can just pop it on, quite simple. So there's no stamping involved, just really easy. And again, very quick. So I'm going to use some of the white ones, I think, this time on here. So they're white, they're opaque, so they sort of disappear a bit into, but it will give it a little bit of sparkle. So that's that one. Now for this one, I'm going to stamp, and this Simply Said stamp set is really useful to have. It's, let me find it, it's near the front of the catalogue, I believe. Yeah, so it's this stamp set here. There's 10 photopolymer stamps, and there's, you know, it covers birthday, celebration, missing you, thanks, hello, just a note, thinking of you. £16, so it's a really good stamp set. And there's the Posh die cut packs as well, again really good for scrapbooking as well as card making. So on this one I'm going to put, what am I going to put? Let's have a look, see what I only want a little one, so I think I'm just going to use the hello, I think, rather than doing them all as thanks. I'm going to use the swirly hello. And a piece of white cardstock. Now this is a, sorry, I'm trying to find something. I'll use this one. Because this is photopolymer, you don't have the padded foamy section like you have in the red rubber, so you need to stamp on something for it to have that give. And right, pop that up there. And then with this, I'm just going to take my paper snips and I'm just going to cut it down to the size that I want it. And it's not going to end up straight, but that's fine. You don't need it straight lines. Again, let's just pop a bit of dimensional on. And with this one, I'm not sure, I could put it there. It'll be okay there, wouldn't it? It's stuck there now. And again, we'll have some just some little sequins just to add a bit of little bit of sparkle. So that's those. Let me just get rid of these little bits. So I've got some more larger white bases. Again, you can make, you know, easily make gift packs with this size card. Just come to get, I don't know, I haven't, the others I've sort of like thought out a bit. I haven't thought this out, so you'll just have to bear with me, I think, as I have a sort of a little play maybe with this. Say this just pops out, and I mean, you could, you know, you could use this. You could either cut it down, or you could stamp on it and punch it out, or die cut it out. So don't throw these bits away, because they're always, you know, really useful. Now obviously this is, because it's a different different size, slightly different size. Not sure whether I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet, so just bear with me while my while I think. It's quite a big process at times for me. Let's have a look, see what we've got on here then. So I don't know whether that would be, whether you could just actually use that on a plain white. I'm a bit fussy because I tend to like evenly spaced gaps, which this isn't obviously going to do, but you could maybe do that. You could obviously cut the card base smaller so that you've got it like that and cut down, or you could put it like that and do a stamp across there and have some flowers in there. I'm not really sure at the moment. I might use this instead because this is pretty. I suppose you could put some, I'm not liking it against the plain white. Trying to think if there are other colours that I could use, just not sure. Let's have another look at this on here. This would be a similar, right, let's have to do this. I'm going to stick this down. Okay, right, stuck that down. Now I'm just going to play that one, I think. Don't like that on there. So I've got that one. Or we could do a similar one. I think I might use that, and then stamp in there to start with. Okay, so let's find a stamp. Okay, what's going to fit? These will fit, that's for sure. Let's try. This is a good way of working out whether a stamp will fit or not. It will actually fit on there. So I'm going to use that birthday one. Just get a block. Okay, bring my stamp pad back in. I'm going to use, I think, I don't know. I think I am going to use the pumpkin pie just to give it a bit extra colour. Okay. Again with that. So find some more dimensionals. Got some somewhere. To use these. Use some of the little ones because I can't find my big ones at the moment. So if you haven't made cards before, or you just want really quick, that's not on straight, is it? Really quick cards to assemble, these sort of packs are great. The ones at the front of the catalogue are like the next step up from kits. So our kits, obviously you have the instructions in there and you follow the instructions and you make ready design cards, or you can go off piece and design them yourself, just using the stuff that's in there. These ones gives you a bit more sort of freedom to add bits, I suppose, and design slightly more than the others. So you can add bits as and where you want. And then obviously you've got, so these are great for quick and easy, or beginners really. So it doesn't have to be, can't find my bone folder, so I shall have to use my nails. It doesn't have to be difficult, and anyone, literally anyone, could put those cards together very quickly. And there you have some really simple but really pretty cards that anyone receiving them would love as well. Okay, so the only other thing I want to say is the 28th of June is the last day for booking my July card class. There's going to be a mixture of some of the different suites in the new catalogue, the nice bright full of life, there'll be there'll be all sorts going on, so it'll be a really good chance to make a mixture of cards, a 3D or a fancy fold item, and also to see some scrapbooking layouts that I'm doing. In the middle of designing a few at the moment, and yeah, hopefully if you're local to me, then you'll sign up for that. I'm trying to think what the day I can't find my calendar at the moment, and I'm trying to think what day of the week it was. It's the end of the month. 25th, Thursday the 25th at 10 AM and Friday the 26th at 7 PM, and then I'm doing an online, so a kit in the post online on Sunday the 28th. I'm trying to think what time I set that at. It may well be the morning, but I can't remember. But I mean, obviously the online, you can join at the time I go live, or you can watch the replay whenever it suits you and make the cards. Okay, so sign up for that, and one way or another, I'll see you again soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.